What's up, online shoppers? How many times have you traveled somewhere, like you're staying in a hotel room and you have your computer, but you want to watch something on the big screen? Well, this is an awesome little screencast adapter that was gifted to me by the brand Travel Depot. Comes in this nice compact little container. You wouldn't believe how much better it is in hotel rooms now that I can screencast what I have on my computer to the bigger screen on the TV. It doesn't just work there either. I can transmit to my television at home. And even if you go on bus rides with teams, this is a great way to get good videos and great programming up on those screens that are all throughout the bus. Now, the packaging is pretty compact, nothing fancy, but I kind of like it that way. I can put it all in this little box, which I keep it in so that I have all the pieces when I need it. But basically, this is a two-piece device. This here is your little screen casting port, and this is the receiver that goes into the TV. The receiver itself is two parts. It is an HDMI connection right here, plugs into the HDMI port on your TV. This here is a USB power port. You plug it into one of the blocks that has 5 watts capacity. So basically a phone adapter block is what you need. Now, once this is plugged into the TV, you plug this little screencaster here into your computer. Make sure you take the little plug off first. Then you wait for the flashing lights to sync. Once you've done that, you know that your device is paired, and you can then watch whatever you want on your big screen TV, casted from whatever device you've connected this one to. The device is going to show up as a wireless display, depending on your operating system, whether you have AirPlay on iOS, whether you have Miracast or Chromecast, like on an Android or a Windows TV. If there's a code or a QR scanning, there are some instructions that they give you extra in the booklet for following. Now, what I like about this is that the video quality is pretty clean. On my 1080p screen, everything was sharp and crisp. Colors were pretty accurate. If you're using a 4K screen, you're going to want to ensure that your source and your target both support it. This transmitter here will do 4K. Now, as far as range and stability, for the most part, I'm using this in a relatively medium-sized room. Works great in a hotel room, a smaller compact space. But if you're using it in a bigger space, you're going to want to make sure proximity-wise, these aren't too far apart. As long as there wasn't any barriers in between my device and the TV, the picture and the sound and the color seemed pretty stable. If I moved farther apart, or if I put a couple walls between the receiver and the transmitter, that's when things got a little bit choppy. But as long as you've got your computer or your transmitting source in the same room as where you're working, or relatively close, you're going to have pretty good quality of sound and picture. Now, I love this because it's lightweight, it's super portable, and it's easy to operate. It works great for travel, for presentations, and for hotel rooms. The setup is simple. You don't need a doctorate or to be a rocket scientist to make this work. You basically just wait until the lights flash together and you've synced. And I think you get pretty decent image quality, especially for the cost of this. If you are looking for a wireless screencasting solution for movie nights, for slideshows, for streaming from your phone, or plugging in a projector at work, along with getting something from your computer or your phone onto your TV in a hotel room, this is definitely an excellent option. Travel Depot's little screencaster is definitely a solid pick. I think this is a pretty awesome little device, and it is definitely a family favorite at my house.